everybody. Welcome to News on 14. Today we have a guest, May Bernhard, who you all know because she's been here several times before, and she's here to talk about the upcoming dog show. So May, tell us about it. When is it? Where will it be held?
Well, this is going to be another of our dog shows. It's been a very popular event in previous years. We've had it, I think it's 3 times now, every other year. And a lot of people, especially those that I meet walking around the pond with their dogs, have said, when are we going to have another dog show? Well, it is going to be on Saturday, September 15th at 11 a.m. in the morning in the paddock.
Great, great. I know I missed it 2 years ago. I just wasn't around, and then I saw it on Channel 14, and I said, when this comes up again, I'm going to catch it, because it looked just wonderful.
It's quite a popular event. We have a lot of wonderful dogs here.
Yeah, that's great. Now, do people have to pre-register their dogs?
It's a good idea to pre-register. The forms are at the activities desk now, and it costs $3 to register your dog.
Oh,
Okay. Now,
good.
basically, it doesn't require a great deal on the part of the dog or the owner. The dog has to walk around a little circle and walk up and back for me. And of course, it's nice if they do it very calmly and neatly, but you know, we're very forgiving, so that's okay.
Great, great.
Of course, they should be under control, and if the dog doesn't get along well with other dogs, it's probably not a great idea to bring him. And if he bites the judge, he's disqualified.
Oh, that sounds fair.
Yes.
Okay, now how do you judge this? Is this like the professional dog shows that we see on TV?
No, it isn't, in the respect that although I am a professional judge, I'm approved for the working breeds. But because we don't have a large number of dogs in each breed, we divide it up a little differently into categories, and we have small dogs, medium-sized dogs, and large dogs. Then we also have a class for veterans, which is any dog that's over 7 years old.
Oh, nice.
And we have a special class for grand dogs. In case you don't know, grand dogs are your children's dogs.
Well, I'll have to bring Noelle, my kid's dog.
That's
She probably won't
correct.
behave, but she won't bite you. So.
Well, as long as she doesn't bite me,
I don't
it's
know what
okay.
else she'll do wrong.
And I will go through a fairly comprehensive examination. Little dogs are put up on a grooming table, and I will evaluate them in terms of their physical structure. I look in their mouths to check their teeth. I check for expression. I look for correct angulation, physical attributes. And when the dogs walk up and down or around, because it's not just a beauty contest, it's also fitness. One of the problems I found, especially here in the village, with a lot of the dogs, is that the villagers are too good to their dogs, and a lot of them are a tad overweight, which is no healthier for a dog than it is for a person.
Right.
But we don't have all of the qualifications that are necessary for a professional dog show, so it's an easy thing to do, and I think most of the dogs and the people do enjoy it.
Do you do it the way, we see at the professional dog shows that you run around
Yes.
with the dog?
Yes, that's exactly what we do. We're going to have a ring set up, and I will ask the dogs to go around the circle in a ring and then go forward and back towards me. That way I can evaluate their side movement and coming and going as well. Personality means something as well. Beauty, grooming, all of those things. So it's really a fun thing, and we have a lot of really nice dogs here in the village, so I find it very much fun to do. A lot of nice people too.
Great. Well, you had said that you were a professional judge at one point?
Yes, I still actually do. I don't do as much of it as I used to. But I do professionally judge the working breeds, and I have judged actually not only all over this country, but in many foreign countries as well. I've judged in France, Germany, Italy, Denmark, Germany,
Wow, that's wonderful.
Hungary, the Slovak Republic, the Czech Republic.
Great,
Yeah,
I'm very impressed.
It's been a lot
I
of
didn't
fun.
know you were that
I've really,
deep into it.
really enjoyed that quite a
Great,
bit.
great,
Oh,
that's
I want to
wonderful.
tell everybody and the spectators,
Mm-hmm.
bring a chair because it does take a while to go through. We had quite big entries though the last few years, so you're going to be sitting there for an hour or so. So do bring a chair.
Wonderful.
And the proceeds of this dog show go to the Civic Association,
Okay.
which is really a very worthy cause. They use it to help in the village in many ways.
Mhm.
So we're happy to do that.
Good. And do you have to buy tickets in advance for this?
Well, the audience does not have to,
Oh, okay.
you know, it's an outdoor
it's-
event and the audience is just there.
Right.
And we hope that all of you will come because I think you'll find it very enjoyable.
Yes, it sounds wonderful. I'm not going to miss it this year. I may even enter my grand dog.
I think so. Good
She
idea.
better win.
Oh, well, that I can't promise
She's
you.
really pretty.
No, the only thing is when you're a judge, you don't have friends, you don't have family.
Yeah, I
You,
gotta be
you just,
professional.
right,
I got it.
you just pick the best dog.
Good, good. I mean, I understand you brought some pictures, which I guess will be show later on of your own dogs.
Yes, I did. So many people have asked me, you know, about my own dogs, and I raised Newfoundlands
Mm-hmm.
and bred them for like 40 years. So I brought some pictures along so that the audience here could see them. It's difficult to have a Newfoundland here in Heritage Village because, for one thing, they're huge dogs. The females weigh about 150 pounds and the males are about 165. So it's not exactly a
Yeah,
condo-sized dog, but they are big, sweet, lovely animals.
They have good disposition.
Wonderful dispositions, great with children, and they also are water rescue dogs, which they will
Oh, I
do
didn't know that.
even without training. In fact, the course of history was altered by a Newfoundland because as a child, Napoleon fell overboard on a sailing ship and the ship's dog, which was the Newfoundland, jumped overboard and saved him.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, well, many famous people have owned Newfoundlands too, and there's a very famous poem by Lord Byron that is on his grave in Westminster Abbey that talks about his Newfoundland, Byron. And I had a Byron too. So,
Very nice.
so I hope we'll see all of you at the
yes,
dog show.
I hope so too.
Please come.
Yes, be there. Thank you, May, for joining us on News on 14.
My pleasure.
Hi, welcome back to News on 14. And I'm going to be talking about the Jewish Culture Club.
Cool. Go
Yeah.
right ahead.
There's going to be a spectacular day that's going to be spent in New York City, Sunday, September 30th. And the bus will depart here at 9:30 in the morning, and you're going to have breakfast on the bus, which will be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to have, but you're going to like catch it while the bus is moving. And then it's going to be reasonably priced at $65. It includes a complete dinner at the famous, get this, Sammy's Romanian restaurant. I hear it's a fantastic restaurant.
Yes,
I mean,
heard of it.
if there's room on the trip, this one I really might want to go to, just to enjoy the food at
Sounds
Sammy's.
great.
And then you're going to have food that a lot of Jewish people are going to remember from their childhood,
Right.
which would be really nice. So then you're going to enjoy the entertainment. And the first stop is going to be at the Jewish Heritage Museum, and you'll visit the exhibits on your own, which includes The Poet of Exiles, which is the story of Emma Lazarus in celebration of the 125th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. And that's going to be, and so what you really see from that is from Hollywood to Nuremberg, the work of famous Hollywood directors. And on the way to dinner, you'll stop at, I never heard of this place before, but you'll stop at Russ and Daughters. And it's an appetizing store on Houston Street. And they recommend,
Advertising store. You don't even see those anymore.
yeah, in fact, they recommend that you take a cooler on the trip. And it's open to all villagers. And you sign up at the activities building, and if you want more information, you contact Celia Schwartz at 264-0961.
You know, when I was a little kid, growing up in Brooklyn, we lived in Brooklyn. And there was a hill, and up the hill there was an appetizing store. And every Sunday morning, my father would take me and my brother up there to get like these wonderful things. And I didn't know they still had those stores around.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of
Well,
gone.
I didn't know either. Russ and
yeah.
Daughters. You're not going to find
Sounds
it around
great.
here.
Alrighty then. Okay, is that it for the trip?
That's it for this.
Okay, I wanted to talk about Ladies Who Lunch because there's like a really, really nice trip coming up. It's at a wonderful scenic restaurant called Jimmy's of Savin Rock, and it's located at the shore in West Haven. And it's got beautiful views of Long Island Sound. And when you get there, you can choose from anything on the menu. You don't have to eat like certain things set aside. And when you finish lunch, you can take a walk along the beach.
That's really
How
nice.
nice does that
Yeah.
sound? That
And when you're
sounds
sitting in the
beautiful.
restaurant, it's all facing the water. I've been there. It's all glass.
Oh, beautiful.
It's really-
Oh,
it's
that
nice.
sounds so nice.
Seagulls flying back and forth.
Yeah. I've been looking for something on the water since I moved here. And I haven't found it yet. I think maybe this is it.
That's it.
Okay. So this trip will be on Friday, September something. I'll get back to you on the date. Got to write it down. It's at 11:20, and you meet at the fireside, and you can either carpool or get directions, whatever you want. And if you have questions and you want to make reservations, call Thelma Oppenheimer at 264-8333.
You know, I think that was on September 7th.
September 7th. Yes,
Okay.
September 7th. Thank
Yes.
you very much, Robert.
You're welcome.
Yes, so please try to do that. That should be a lot of fun. Okay, tell us about the Jazz Cafe.
Okay, well, this you better go to because Linda Magora, Director of Recreational Services, invites all residents to attend this recreation of a jazz cafe. Linda says to go, you gotta go. And you're gonna hear the Harry Allen Quartet, and it's featuring a jazz pianist named Rossano Sportiello.
Oh, wow.
And he has over 30 recordings in his name. He's performed with Rosemary Clooney, Ray Brown, Tony Bennett, and many, many, many more. And this is on September 14th, and he's going to perform professionally, like he has in places like Italy and across all of Europe and New York City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he's going to perform with a guy named Joel Forbes, who will be on acoustic bass, and Chuck Riggs, who's going to be on drums. And they're going to give you a memorable event of a jazz cafe, and doors open at 6 p.m. for a social hour.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
The
wonderful.
performance begins at 7,
Mm-hmm.
and it's $14 for owners and $15 for all others.
Sounds good.
Yeah, tickets and table reservations available at activities, and you call the if you want, you can call the activities to volunteer to drive in a carpool, and if you need a ride, you call 264-9644 extension 221. And remember, Linda Magora says you should go.
There you go.
Go. What do you got?
Okay, the Saturday night social. This is like a really great thing. I go to every single one of them. You just come there and have fun with your friends. You can dance the night away to the music of a dynamic duo called After All. And they've been here before, and I've been to the socials that they performed at, and they're just wonderful. They do a really fabulous job. They focus on songs from the 40s through the 70s. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. If you're not into 40s, you'll be hearing 60s sooner or later. And they've performed all over Connecticut, and they're well received no matter where they go. So put on your dancing shoes, or if you don't feel like dancing, you don't have to dance. Just sit down, listen to the music, socialize with your friends, bring some snacks and drinks, and I guarantee you a fantastic evening. Now that's on Saturday, October 25th, or August 25th. Not doing too good with dates today.
I'm lost. Go ahead.
It's Sarah Cook Hall from 7 to 10. The cost is only $10 for owners and $11 for others. Tickets available at activities. I really hope to see you there. I will be there. I got my tickets already and everything.
Are you sure about this?
I'm absolutely positive.
Okay. All right, good.
All right, tell us about monologues.
Well, you're going to hear us talk about this occasionally because It happens the first Friday of every month. You have monologues. And the next one is going to be September 7th, and it's going to meet, as always, in the Meeting House Music Room. And so join them for a continental breakfast at 9:30 in the morning, and 10 o'clock we'll start the program. And share something you've written and you've read. Express yourself. Show your humor, your drama. Express life. And subjects and ideas are unlimited. So contact either Charlie Rappel at 267-3816 or Phyllis Van Verdenmer at 203-982-5215.
Okay, great. And in addition to that, the outdoor monologues, which it was scheduled a couple of weeks ago, but it got rained out, and it had to be rescheduled because the weather was really bad. I was there, and it poured right when the monologues were supposed to start, and we kind of waited it out, the few of us who decided to stay, and we had a ball because the sun came back out, and Floyd was there playing music.